Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss class 11th, fourth chapter, that is business services. And today we are going to cover one of the important topic of business services, that is insurance. So you all know what is insurance? Insurance is a contract between, it's a contract. It's a contract between insurer and insured. Insurer and insured. When I say insurer, it means insurance company. Insurance company. When I say insured, person taking the insurance. When I say contract, contract means policy. Right? What happens is insurer insured insured pay premium. In return, insurance company covers risk. And the relationship among two is governed by an agreement or contract, which is known as policy. Coverage premium. So this is the meaning of insurance. I hope this is clear to you. Now let's move on to principles of insurance. Right? So insurance is a contract between insurer and insured, for which insurance company covers the risk and insured gives premium return to the insurance company. Right? Let us carry on our topic of insurance with principles of insurance. Principles of insurance. Following are the principles of insurance. First principle is utmost good faith. Second principle is causa proxima. Third principle is mitigation. Fourth principle is, I can say, contribution. Fifth principle, insurable interest. Sixth principle, indemnity. Seventh principle, subrogation. Seventh principle is subrogation. So clear? These are the 7 types of principle which we are going to discuss. Right? So I would like to discuss each principle one by one. Right? So the first principle is utmost what does this principle say? This principle says he will not accept the claim, right? This is the principle of insurable interest. Now let's move on to the third principle of insurance, causa proxima. Causa proxima. Causa proxima principle states if loss has occurred due to two or more reasons, then what will happen? Nearest cause will be considered for estimating the loss. This principle states that if loss has occurred due to two or more reasons, the nearest cause will be considered for estimating the loss. Means the loss which is the most proximate, that will be considered. The claim will be given only for that portion which has the nearest cause of action for the loss, not incidental reasons, right? Then fourth principle, principle of contribution. What does principle of contribution says? If the person has taken policy or person has insured from two or more companies for the risk of loss, person has taken policy or insured from two or more companies for the risk of loss, then loss must be compensated by the proportion of sum insured. Right? This principle says, suppose if a person has taken policy from two companies and if he suffered a loss, then loss will be, he cannot make profit out of it, that he can take claim from both the companies full amount. That is not done, but he will be paid according to the sum insured ratio, proportion of ratio. We can take the example. Suppose loss rupees 5 lakh. That person has taken insurance policy from company A and company B, which covers loss of say 7 lakh and say 3 lakh. Loss of say company B covers loss of say 3 lakh. Then if the loss occurs of 5 lakh rupees, then it will be shared by company A and company B in the ratio of 7 lakh is to 3 lakh, that is 7 is to 3. Means 7/10 claim will be given from company A and 3/10 claim will be given or compensation can be given from company B. The person cannot take claim from both the companies full amount. Both the companies full amount is cannot be taken. This is not allowed at all. Is it clear? Principle of contribution. Then principle of mitigation. insured must take reasonable step to minimize loss. To minimize loss. This is the most simple principle which says that if the event is going to happen or loss is going to happen, then insured must take reasonable steps to minimize the loss. Not because of the insurance is there or insurance cover is there, he let the loss go on. That is not accepted by the insurance company. The person must take reasonable step to minimize the loss. Then sixth principle of insurance, principle of indemnity. Indemnity to put insured at the same place that he occupies before loss. That he occupies before loss, right? Means once the insurance company has promised in a policy to pay certain amount of compensation, now if the loss is genuine, then insurance company must pay compensation to the person who has suffered the loss and put the person as in a same position which is before the loss. Means insurance company must compensate for the loss. Must compensate for loss. Insurance company must compensate for loss, put insured at original position. Right? This is the principle of indemnity. The last principle is principle of subrogation. In simple terms, we can say after receiving the claim of the goods, or we can say of the subject, the goods or subject belongs to insurance company. For example, if a car has been stolen and that the insured has submitted a claim, then the insurance company, after looking at the genuinity of the claim, suppose after giving a reasonable time, car didn't being recovered, then insurance company settle the claim by giving a certain amount. Then after some time, car has been recovered, then that car belongs to the insurance company. Insured has no right after receiving the compensation on the object or on the car which has been stolen by theft. Is it clear? So these were the principles of insurance. Thank you.